But hey, all I got, them boys keep playing like that, man. We're gonna be hard to beat. I don't got nothing. Beat LA, that's all. All right, so those Ant-Man, Nikhil, and Jaden after an impressive win, 8 games in the NBA on Monday. Another big night for the Joker. Got those highlights coming up.
You're seeing Skechers' famous glide step footwear everywhere. And now that famous design is available in hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Get the comfort and style of glide step now with the convenience of slip-ins with no bending down activity. Try glide step Skechers slip-ins.
What's up, though? What's good, man? What y'all on tonight, man? And then there y'all go research what I was telling y'all about that third-party cooperation. Yo, man, I don't remember.
Kettle One vodka, anything for a gin. Perfect cocktail when you want to escape to the White Lotus.
This rogue princess, we need to find her.
What's going on?
Shout out to my man Stories with V. Make sure you go subscribe to the channel, man.
To form an alliance between two royal families. Has he killed
AV. Yo, E, did you give your the dude Sha G switching his tune? I'm not gonna say Sha G is switching his tune. Sha G is saying he don't care one way or another. He's going to report it as it comes to his way. He's not dug in. I kind of read a whole lot about it, and I'm kind of dug in. And I'm not dug in on the fact that Meech is a rat or none of that. Like, I ain't dug in on that. I'm dug in that he knew what was up with Tammy. People jumping ship now. They saying he ain't tell. I never said he told, though, V. And V, and also, what you think about this 1090 Jake thing? If he's going over the 32-page document, is he not late to the party?
Is it easy for him? Yeah, watch him. He should be a 4-time MVP. Jamal Murray at 16. That's bad.
The son said, I'm working. I ain't got time to think. Okay. How long since you've been out of prison? I've been home 15 years. Man, Cuff said he told he get up with Tammy. I got some good people. Okay. I'm looking for someone to hate on. Is it you? Come on, bring it. I don't care nothing about it. Get in line. That joint long around, wrapping around the corner like a Michael Jackson concert. That's enough for me to believe he knew. Rez, what's up? Rez say 1090 Jacob, right? Yeah, that's an old story. You right though, Rez. He cooperates. He probably would. 1090 Jake probably was scared to death to say something about Meech until everybody else started saying something about it. Walaikum salam. I'm cool. What's up with Fly Cool? The power of his hands through the camera. What that mean? What you mean by that? What you mean by that?
Denver Nuggets going on to win 125-116. Here is Aaron Gordon now.
The big fella had 19 assists.
I ain't smacking nobody. I'm cool. The rest, what it do?
Playing alongside Nikola Jokic.
He's just so impressive, man. The way that he's able to just be such a
1090 Jake don't know how to pull federal work. He used to get it from Mickey Truth until she covered him
great years at this game.
being a rat,
It makes the game so much
and he fell back from her.
It makes everybody better around him.
Okay.
I think the most remarkable
I know he told on the dude that hit him in the head. We don't do that where I'm from.
joy that Nicole gets from making his teammates better. And I get that he'd be happy getting 19 assists, no points, and us winning than any other superstar that I've ever come across. And that speaks to who he is. He's a humble person and understands that this whole thing is always much bigger than the individual, it's a collective.
Do you still enjoy making the pass more than you enjoy scoring?
Of course, it's easy, coach. Right, Justin.
Also easy on the corner. Look at
I remember the Golden Dome.
there's no pressure. He could easily shoot this floater here.
He said, all that work y'all did,
Let me speed you a little bit.
all that work y'all did, all the documents y'all went through, 1090 Jake, the white boy, get the credit. That's funny. I don't mind about the credit part, but he laid his shit to the party though. That's what I'm tripping off. Detroit, what's up? Shout out to my man Rap Man, and I ain't go deep into that because I ain't want to go too deep into it. But the next joint I go into, I might go a little bit deeper. Rap Man was a big time stepper, like they say. Like if he didn't love boxing, he would have been terrorizing shit. Chicago, Illinois. What's up to Chicago, Illinois? Chicago, Illinois. What's up? Chicago, Illinois.
When you start saying, did he get better? He at one point was scored the 3-point percentage. And 3-point percentage. I mean, when you steals, assists, blocks. And at times, Jamal Murray, AG out for a long time. Still kept this team, they went in third place for second, but kept in the striking range, and they still committed. This team is way worse than, not way worse. This team, talent-wise, was worse than.
Shout out to Chicago. Yeah, I thought it was a crazy name to have when I was a youngin', but it is what it is. Say met him in 98.
131, 128 the final. Terrence Shannon Jr., huge off the bench in this game, 17 points, 10 rebounds for his first career.
Niggas was walking out Lawton every day. 504 Street Stories Unplugged.
What happened in overtime? How
Make sure y'all go subscribe to the channel.
Just stand together. Telling each other to take it one position at a time. I feel like he did a really good job. Everyone shaking the ball out of his hands. And that was pretty much what we wanted to do. A little with the other guys.
Terrence, listen, you guys haven't been necessarily good in the fourth quarter. What was it about this fourth quarter? As you outscored the best one of the best teams in the league, 41-19. So was there something y'all played on the bench? Who was it? Was there a guy that galvanized you? What was it that you saw that
I ain't even checked out your last John 504. I gotta go check that John out. Where am I from? I'm from DC, bro. I'm from Northwest DC. All right. Why you keep saying how the white boy get the credit? 50 you and a handful of others is recognized for it. 504, what you think about them saying that 1090J get the credit? 1090J ain't gonna do nothing but talk about what we done already talked about. And if he going over that 32-page document, it ain't nothing and it'll prove nothing. Only thing that 32-page document proved is that Meech's name, Suarez's name, and Cuffy's name was in a joint in that affidavit. Anybody got any sense know that everything Tammy said in the beginning Is what she meant to say. I ain't gonna say that it was a lie or the truth. Sha G.
I gotta ask you about this. Congratulations to get your jersey retired by Illinois. What happened here? Have you got any kind of explanation how this banner went upside down?
You know, everybody thought I was mad. I thought it was funny, and me, I don't know how it happened, but I just try to look at the positives and everything. My ministry will go up. I appreciate everybody that came out. But it was a good time. But I don't know how that
Look,
happened.
I caught my 30 in Maryland. Never hit the feds because I'm gonna break law. I'm taking that 65% local over 85% and go anywhere. You dig? Moe County, Charles County. You talking crazy. I feel you though. Somebody said, how many bodies you got? I ain't got none, man. What the fuck wrong with you, bro? What the fuck is you talking about? The hell is he talking about, bro?
This kid, for all the things he went through, is projected out. He still does that type of skill set, talent.
Is this a prison channel? I don't know. I don't know what to call it. It's my channel.
About coaches playing your younger guys in these type of situations. And, we talked about the Mech, and we talked about some of the other teams that are a little reluctant to play their best. These type of games is where you know what you got. When you're gonna build on something with these young guys now to go,
I don't think he letting too many emotions. He's reading the paperwork and he's formulating his opinion as it comes to him. Cuffy paperwork is thousands of pages long, bruh. No one can break that down in a couple days, bruh.
you're a game changer. I don't need you for 40 minutes. I need you for 20. If you start hooping, then you can play the rest of the game. But I think you said
Ain't no way around that.
what they're doing in Minnesota is just building up the young guys to the place. It was 17 points was huge, but he also had 2 points. And that big steal came over and double his I love it. All right, let's get some more highlights here. Clippers taking on the Pistons. 6 straight wins coming into this one.
Oh, he knows some people. Yeah, man. Rest in peace to Lionel.
More Cade here. How about 3? Don't make it look so easy. Detroit
Lionel down there.
in the third. Check in on James Harden.
Bunch of papers.
Tobias Harris has been real nice. Veteran. Understanding they can go from the time everything down, but this guy, look at this. This connection is one of the best we watched. David Durham. Go get a big truck. 12 point, 20 rebounds in the game. Derek Jones Jr. Give it way out. A little later on. Sorry, Thompson.
I'm back. DC Blacks, the journalist. Man, shout out to the chat. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the love with the super chat. We just be on business. Hold it. Well, we got it for Southeast. Good money from a good fella. Yeah, salute. Appreciate the love. Yeah, but back to the Sha G thing. I haven't spoken to him. I can't speak to him. So I'm not just gossiping about him. But I think he might have made the mistake that I almost made. What's that mistake? I ran across that same paperwork that he ran across, although he said somebody told him that. So I ain't gonna challenge his integrity or his ethics, but whoever told him that, if that's the truth, I believe they read that in that paperwork. He said he should draw a conclusion once he finished it. Nah, but if he draw the conclusion when he finish it, it's gonna be weeks. It's over 10 years worth of paperwork for Cuffy.
Great guy off the court. And, we got a lot of guys, who listen to the game in very simple ways, and we get it done.
Last one. You guys are 13-4 nights, 7 overall. You got the defending champ in Boston coming here on Wednesday.
You think Chroma told him that? Because he did talk to Chroma, so maybe he did get that from Chroma. But Chroma's only a DEA agent. He's not a U.S. prosecutor. The sentencing guidelines in the Rules of Criminal Procedure, Rule 35, and 5K1, 3553E, if I ain't mistaken, it says in the United States federal court, period, that you can do it. But when I finish smoking tonight and I get off here, I'm going to go through the Northern District as best as I can, and I'm gonna find another case where they've done it. They've done it in Georgia several times, y'all. I'm telling you some good shit what I know. Now, moving on. How many of y'all hip to this dude Up for Debate TV? I talk about him. Sometimes people say, "E, why you talking about him a small time guy?" I'm not talking about him every small time or big time. I don't care nothing about that. I just don't understand how a person that's an Alpo lover. I spoke about this the other day, so I don't want to be redundant. But a person that's an Alpo lover that's supporting or coming to the rescue or the defense of Big Meech, but then he gonna assassinate the character of Cuffy. Like, the dude is the lowest form of human life.
Accumulating talent, like, what are we? We know exactly who we are. We know where our main horse is, and we have these dogs behind us. We have a great coach who's holding everyone accountable. It's easy to win one game, right? Some of you guys mess up with these guys. To win 3 is actually very hard. To win 4, 5, 6, 7 is even harder. That's a sign of a very good, great team, and a team that knows who they are. And through the ups and downs of a game, they go back to what they need to do to win. So they figured out how to win, and doing it night in, night out has been awesome to watch the team. And one thing I'm impressed with, and I think, and if I could be wrong, is trade the language. Whatever this like, whatever. But just whoever puts this team together, you're looking at these.
Yeah, so I don't understand that. He want to make all these goofy videos, huffing and puffing and yelling and screaming and acting like he gonna do something, bruh. Go put on your little cardboard rental cop bulletproof vest costume and go to the dispensary or wherever you work at. You know what I'm saying? And go mind your business. You see, he can't do no YouTube videos till after work. He on a curfew. Y'all keep saying Big Meech told. He not even accused of telling y'all. He accused of setting something up. Can we even get the term right? I don't know what you mean by that. DC dude. I remember them first. Ash Street Southwest Bags 203. Yeah. I ain't never go to that 751 Benny Road. That's before my time or something. He said I unsubscribed to Up for Debate TV. I just wasn't feeling that guy. I mean, my thing is not to get the people to unsubscribe to him. I'm just saying, don't believe nothing he say. Everything he say is a lie. He a rat lover, bro. Everything he do is against the grain. He gonna quote a press release and say Cuffy debrief. Come on, bro, that's insane, bro. But now he want to talk trash to Dogface. Every time he got something going on in Detroit, he curls up and get to apologize. I'm gonna have to stand next to Cuff when that paperwork drops. Why you don't drop the paperwork, bro? You talking to a paperwork man. You can't confront me with I'm gonna be feeling some type of way when paperwork drop. I'm a journalist. I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you that Cuff changes his story every time. You hearing interviews that he done here and there, all out of place, all out of context, and you acting like you got firsthand information, bruh. Stop it. Stop it, bruh. Katie, what's up? Say Tank on barbecue roast. I ain't on that right now, man. I ain't gonna argue with you about it though. He definitely a rat lover. He deal with a whole bunch of informants. Could be.
The game of the year.
So if Tammy got recordings of Demetrius, then what they gonna say? Tammy ain't tripping off nothing. She refused. She declined, as they said it. She declined. I got some information coming in. Hold on, let me check it. It might be. Might be. Hold on, we might got some up to date stuff. Subscribe before you mention him. I know you're not trying to get people to unsubscribe. Like I said, I just didn't think he knew what he was talking about. He don't. He lies on purpose. They'll say it's AI. I said that already. Let me see what my man talking about. My man be sending me that information. Mm. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull this case. Oh, okay. All right. Shout out to the Brick Squad. I got the case. I ain't even had to get off to do it. It's 50 funny money for doing a Diddy documentary while he fighting the case. 50 a different animal. I ain't gonna judge 50 on our standards. All right. Check this out, y'all. DC Blacks, assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum salam. Brother Talib, you gotta do a Brother Khalid flat book for him and get that wealth of history, stories, and testimony. That's true. But all right, what's up, Scritter? But Pennis here. This is case number 09-12474. Okay, y'all? This case is out of the Northern District of Georgia. Okay, this don't got nothing to do with Demetrius. This is the Northern District of Georgia. Just to let y'all know that Brick Squad don't be playing when we talking about some facts. Okay? Now this February 26, 2010, right around the time all this other shit was going on, right? Appeal from the United States District Court for the Northern District of Georgia, DC docket. All right? Dexter Hubbard, proceeding pro se, appeals the district court's ruling of the government's motion for reduction of his sentence pursuant to Federal Rule of Criminal Procedure 35B, based on Hubbard's substantial assistance to the government. Okay? Although the government asked for only a 2-month reduction, the district court reduced Hubbard's sentence by 24 months from 290 months imprisonment to 268 months of imprisonment, okay? Now, on appeal, Hubbard argues that the district court should have given him a greater sentence reduction based on his wife's third-party cooperation with the government. Hubbard also contends that the government violated his due process and equal protection rights by misleading him about the extent of his reduction and arguing against him receiving a significant reduction. So it's clear right here that they do third-party cooperations in the Northern District of Georgia. So somebody misled somebody. Now let's go on to it. To the extent Hubbard seeks to challenge the extent of his reduction or the weight given by the district court to his wife's cooperation, we lack jurisdiction to review these claims. See United States versus Mendelin, explaining the generality in which we do not have jurisdiction to review the district court's discretionary decision to grant or deny a Rule 35B motion on the merits of the extent of any reduction. All right, now before I go on, let me break it down for you again for y'all who might not caught on. Hubbard was in jail, in prison. He had 292 months to serve. Him and his wife worked together, and she did some substantial cooperating. I'm gonna go into his case so I can explain to y'all what she did to compare it to what Tammy did. And he got his sentence chopped down from 292 months to 268 months by his wife doing third-party cooperation in the Northern District of Georgia. Now, we're going to go on back. As to Hubbard's constitutional arguments, our review is for plain error because he did not raise this in the district court. The government could not have violated Hubbard's due process rights because the decision to file a Rule 35B motion was for resentencing lies within the sound discretion of the government. Concluding that failure to receive relief that is purely discretionary in nature does not amount to a deprivation of liberty and interest. As to the violations, all right, this other law stuff, I ain't gonna go into all that, but they affirmed the case, right? My point is only to read the top part to you. This dude, Dexter Hubbard, if I ain't mistaken, that was his name. What's his name, Dexter? Yeah, Dexter Hubbard. His wife did the cooperating. His wife did the substantial assistance, and he got credit for it, 24 months. That's third-party cooperation in the Northern District of Georgia, and you can read this yourself, y'all. This is the case right here, just in case y'all want to look it up. You get it? This the case right here. His wife's third-party cooperation with the government. His wife's third-party cooperation with the government. Truth don't need no support. That's a very, very short case. That's just one to show y'all that they do third-party cooperation. They do that in the feds, period, bruh. I done been around all kind of rats in them joints. You see all of them, the smart ones, the dumb ones, the loud ones, the sneaky ones, the violent ones. They got all type of ways. Now, what I will say that proves, which goes back to what I said initially, is that Meech don't have a Rule 35. Somebody said they heard it clearly. All right, I don't got to say nothing else about that, right? Nah, I ain't gonna say it proves he's not credible. He read something or somebody told him something and maybe he just didn't know. So why is no such paperwork with me saying he got a sentence reduction? That's a good point. That's a true fact. Sounds like he got his wife to rat and he benefited. That's a perfect example of third-party cooperation, my friend. I do know that Detroit was the state that indicted him. Michigan was the state that indicted him. I do know that. The trial was in Michigan. They also had a trial in Los Angeles. But there's some information that said that where the DEA told someone that. It ain't just Atlanta. I ain't gonna let Atlanta with that. It ain't just Atlanta, but they heavy. Well, that's a good question, Robert. What do y'all think in the chat? Robert said, do you think that guy we was just talking about, his name is Dexter Hubbard. Do you think he's a rat because his wife cooperated? What do y'all think about that? So how do we look at Dexter Hubbard? He got a Rule 35B. He got 24-month reduction. So how does that work? He got the Rule 35, so he can say, I ain't telling nobody my wife did. So how do we judge that? That's true, Teddy Bear. Good point. If you go back and look at my video from last year, I said it was an attempt. You get what I'm saying? Somebody said he told and Meech told. That's how you gonna do it? If you tell your wife, that's telling. All right. What else? Let me see what else y'all say. This is why very important to not put the snitch jacket on a man until it's solid proof. I never said snitch, bro. I said working with informants. We ain't gonna mix up what I said with what all the other YouTubers said. I said working with informants. And my issue with the whole matter has always been, when did he know she was an informant? That's all I want to know. That's what I think. I think he put the play together and the play fell apart. The play was not to get cuffed. I think the play was to get Suarez. And Tammy messed it up. If 2007 is correct, then it's well after the fact. I don't believe that though. Bruh, that's not why state indicts you. It don't got nothing to do with your idea. It got something to do with where you committed crimes. Yeah, that's the question. If his wife set us up, is he a rat too? She did it for him. Somebody said that dude, his last name is Hubbard. He benefited. He got a Rule 35. They took 24 months off of his sentence for what she did. Wow, that's a lot. Got down to 268. So he gonna be a rat, made his wife a rat for 24 months. God dang, you know they had to attempt that again, right? Frank Matthews said he eat all the same trash as a rat. But still, you put your guy in the mix, so what? He a casualty of war? Yeah, you put your man in the mix. That's my issue, bro. I don't know what else y'all must be talking about what everybody else talking about. Free Tyrone Briscoe. Some Reggie McCants. He said third party under the federal law applies under the whole country, not just Georgia. That's a fact. The rest of that don't even make no sense. Like, I don't, bruh, I've been in the law library too long for somebody to tell me they don't do third party cooperation in Georgia. They do it in Georgia all the time. I just read to y'all how it went down. His wife gave substantial cooperation. That means she took somebody down. And she gave him the benefit. She wasn't even in trouble. Who is Mercy? True. Whether it was for Suarez or Cuffy, he still went down. Somebody say, I'm from the Lou and I can't call Meet Your Rapper. What you call him? What you call him? Even with what's going on right now, what you call that? I ain't saying you gotta call it what I'm calling. I'm calling that some hot shit. What you call it? Somebody said for the dude that had the wife, he cooperated, she cooperated, he cooperated, they married. They say, bro, raccoon, man, he might be a kangaroo. Meech don't got no 35 on no 5K1 from what I see. Somebody said, now what? I don't know. That ain't got nothing to do with him, man, hooking Cuffy up with Tammy and hooking Suarez up with Tammy and then getting the whole shit popped. Right, because this dude got the Rule 35. They were successful. Meech and Tammy wasn't successful setting up nothing. Even when Cuffy went down, he ain't go down because of Tammy. He went down from Tammy connecting him to CS2 on the drug part. I'm biased when I just showed you what the paperwork say. I could be biased. I'm not even defending whether I'm biased or not. But do the paperwork say he was dealing with a known informant? The same informant that got his man phone tapped. Hey, bruh, rappers and rappers. Meech ain't had 848B. He had 848A and C. They could kill you for 848B. My man had 848B. My homies. He ain't had no death penalty eligibility. That ain't 848B, bro. That's 848A, 848C. And he pleaded guilty and they gave him 30 years. The statute on the crime right now only carries 20 years. If you get that 841A or something, they take a whole nother 10 years off of the extra stuff. So you only get 20 years for that crime right now. You got dudes right now that was in prison 30 years and some of the laws was retroactive and they got resentenced legitimately without no hot shit. Yeah, bruh said if Meech would have stood tall, he would have had one of the biggest releases and first day outs. He came home quiet. He trying to steal everybody bag he can while staying quiet about what's going on. He got to address what's going on. People not gonna let him get away with that. You say Cuff was dating Tammy? I don't think that was true. I don't think that's true. Rest of the statute says the third party cooperative can't get any gain. Tammy got 200K. That's true. I won't dispute anything that's true. That's true. That's a fact. That don't mean she didn't try. That don't mean she didn't ask because she get a time cuff with Demetrius Flannery. You believe, Idris, you believe he wasn't a part of it? You believe he ain't know she was an informant? Yeah, Cuff probably went down to 12 or 13, something like that. He said 848E is dealing with deaths. I said A and C, but 848B, you could get put to death for. 848B, bro. I know exactly what I'm talking about. In the feds, they call 848B the bad nigga code. I know that for sure. She CS1 now because of how she described. But if she would have got credit for the work, what she was doing, she could have been a third party cooperator, bro. I just read the case with the dude wife did it, but I ain't gonna go over that again. Correct? 848C is the forfeiture. You right. You must be over there reading. Who is JR? Let me say she was open. Any breaking news? Nah, no breaking news. We just talking. I just wanted to clear up. Everybody kept on sending me all these messages about Georgia don't do third party cooperations. I didn't even know it was Sha G that they was talking about. They was just sending it to me, asking me. So I said when I finish what I'm doing, I'll address it. But shout out to Brick Squad. They sent me the Hubbard case. So I ain't even had to go into these other joints because I was able to read it. 848B is a criteria to meet the bills in the statute to determine if you get mandatory life. How? I don't know what you mean by how. You could get the death penalty for 848B. Wayne Perry had 848B. Pistol Pete had 848B. Anthony Jones from Baltimore had 848B. Antone White, Eric Hicks, 848B. Newton Street Boys, 848B. Kevin Gray, 848B. Larry Gooch, 848B, bro. I can name these Jones. I can name them like dudes can name who got triple doubles. And that's just in DC. Cuffy ain't get 27 years for two bodies, bro. You got to go back and do a little bit more reading. The B element is super kingpin, bro. Exactly. Meech ain't had that. You got to have murders or be accused of some form of a violence for it to be 848B, bro. I'm an expert at 848B, bro. My man had 848B. I worked on this case for at least 15 years. Only certain dudes get 848B. That's the bad nigga clause. Anybody got 848B, anybody you talk to gonna tell you that's the bad nigga joint. Red said no breaking news yet. We talking about 848B right now, bro. Cuff, man, I'm not gonna keep telling y'all the same shit, bro. Cuffy ain't getting no bodies dropped, bro. I don't know the answer to how he would have been able to explain the early release. All right, rappers say you sell 100 bricks, you make 10 million. You was the leader of the organization in a year time. You fit the criteria for the B element. Look up the criteria and tell the peoples how they got out of that. They didn't have B though. Like, why do I got to tell the people that Meech and them ain't had 848B? I can show you. Oh, damn, this YouTube. I can show you though. I got the paperwork right here. He didn't have 848B. So what are me and you discussing? He said, bro, I did 20 years on a 262-month 846 conspiracy. That was a lesser included offense of the 848. My bro got natural life now for 848B. True bill. Wayne got multiple life sentences for 848B. I ain't say you was wrong about that. I just said Meech ain't had no 848B. You saying the 848B is only a sentencing thing. I think, man, you got a disagreement right there. 848B ain't just a sentencing thing, bruh. I can show you. If you look up Anton Richard White, they was charged with 848B, bruh. Death penalty eligibility. They alleged to have killed the government informant. That's not just a sentencing thing, bruh. That's incorrect. I go get it for you and show you it ain't just a sentencing thing. It's not. It's a whole different element of the charge. That 840, just like you got 922, right? You got 922G, that's felon in possession. Then you got 922O, that's the machine gun. It's a different element of what the charge is. 848B is a different charge, brother. No bodies at all. Money and drugs. Right, so they couldn't get an 848B. You know what you're talking about. The biggest rat in history do come out of DC. I know that. And you asking me, how do I know? DC is not known for third-party cooperation, though. In the feds, a lot of dudes that be in the law library can point you to several cases where Georgia has guys that was doing third-party cooperations. Not around the country, but in Georgia. Meech did have something to do with introducing him to Tammy, and Tammy introduced him to CS2, which is what he's locked up for. And the affidavit that was submitted to get the wiretap on his phone came from Tammy with Meech's name in it. That's a fact. Look it up, the statue, bro. I looked it up. I got it right here. I got my iPad right. All right, here you go. Here you go. Matter of fact, this for you, bro. This for you. This only for you, cause I already know better. 1 second, y'all. Here you go, right here, bro. I kind of lost on the. I'm lost on the comments for right this second, but this is what I want to show you, bro. 21 USC 848. Period. All right, that's CCE, continuing criminal enterprise. All right. Okay. Now that's the top of the charge, the CCE. Now 848A. Any person who engages in a continual criminal enterprise shall be sentenced to blase, blase, blase. As you said, right? B, life imprisonment for engaging in continual criminal enterprise. Any person who engages in a criminal enterprise shall be in prison for life and fined in accordance with subsection A of this section. 1, under B, such person is the principal administrator, organizer, or leader, enterprise, or is one of several such principal administrators, organizers, or leaders. Okay? This is defining the charge, bro. This is not just for sentencing. Such organization. 2A, the violation referred to in subsection C1 of this section involved at least 300 times the quantity of a substance described in subsection 841B1B of this title. We ain't gonna go into that because they changed that to something like 10 years now. And B, the enterprise or other enterprise in which the defendant was the principal or one of several principal administrators, organizers, leaders received $10 million. I don't understand why they ain't get 848B, bro. In gross receipts during any 12-month period of the existence of the manufacturer, importation, or distribution of a substance described in section 841B1B of this title. Okay, that's B. Now, under the same thing, which is still under B, this is the subsection of B, which is C. Defined for purposes of subsection A of this purpose, a person is engaged in a continual criminal prize if he violates any provision of chapter 11, all these other provisions, that's such and such and such. Now you get down to B under section B, from which such a person obtains substantial income or resources. All that goes with that BMF indictment. Suspension of sentence and probation prohibited. All right, we got that. Now this is what I'm telling you about, brother. 848B subsection E. You were saying subsection E like if it was section E. It's subsection C. Subsection E, as an E on my bad, death penalty. In addition to the other penalties set forth in this section, any person engaging in or working in the furtherance of a continual criminal enterprise, or any person engaging in an offense punishable under section 841B1A of this subsection, 960B1 of this title, who intentionally kills or counsels, commands, includes, precludes, or causes the intentional killing of an individual, and such killings result, shall be sentenced to any term of imprisonment which shall not be less than 20 years, and which may be up to life imprisonment or may be sentenced to death. I ain't got to read the rest of it. That's what I'm telling you. In order to get the death penalty, you gotta have 848B. B is the jump for bad niggas. That's what they call it in the feds. Now let me see if y'all kept up with me. That's all I'm saying. You saying it's a sentencing thing. That's on my man indictment. My man charged with 848B. I just looked it up, so I think that comment is late. I'm gonna just skip to the bottom, see what else you said. Nah, you talk about, hold on, let me make sure you ain't say that 10 minutes ago. Do Meech and BMF fit the criteria? For 848B? E subsection just like B. Nah, bruh. Nah. No. B is the section. The subsections is under B, bruh. Look. This is 848. A, 848B. These are the subsections under B. These are the subsections. Subsection E is death penalty, bruh. It's right here. That's the death penalty for 848. A, B, C. Demetrius Flannery had A and C. He probably should have got this, but for some reason they didn't do that because they said $10 million within 1 year. You could take the bodies away. Meech and them ain't got no bodies on that joint. But I'm telling you, this right here, subsection E. B is not the subsection. B is the section. Section A, section B. All these are subsections under that. You get it? It goes down and down and down. But this is B. Subsection B, life imprisonment for engaging in a criminal enterprise. And if you go to subsection E, there you have it. Death penalty. Like, do you understand what I'm saying now? Somebody said for head tappers only. Head busters only get beat, bruh. Head busters get 848B. I just named a bunch of them. AJ, Pistol Pete, Wayne Perry, Kevin Gray, Booby Boys. I ain't gonna put no rats in the category with them, but the rats out of New York, the Rat Boy had to be. Newton Street. Like, I can name 10 848Bs. You get my point? You could go into D.C., you could go into U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia, bro. They don't do nothing but 848B for the head busters. Hold up, let me give me some more water. So I ain't necessarily disagreeing with you. I'm just putting the emphasis on the BMF boys ain't 848B material for the death penalty part. But like you said, they could have got the $10 million in a year. They could have got everything other than subsection E. But they didn't. They got A and C for some type of reason. He said that's why he cooperated not to get that sentence. He funny. C is general. All right, boom. Oh, somebody just asked me what is 848. 848 is a continuing criminal enterprise. Sometimes you get it hand in hand with RICO, but these boys just got a continual criminal enterprise for moving a certain amount of narcotics and for having a certain amount of people working under them. and 3 predicate offenses. That's what you gotta have an 848, a continuing criminal enterprise. And those boys had a continual 848A, 848B under U.S. Code Title 21, 18 USC 848. Matter of fact, Akbar Prey, shout out to Akbar Prey, just did all that time, came home. He got a whole documentary on 848. I think y'all should go watch that documentary. If I ain't mistaken, it's on Amazon. Go check that joint out, 848. He said, up for debate, a clown, cold-blooded, certified crown, axe, crackhead, and all. I never answered what question, Cummins? Do I care? I like understanding the law, so yeah, I would say I care. Hold on 1 second, let me try something. My bad. E, what you think of Freeway Rick telling on the dirty cops? I had this conversation before. I mean, I don't do all that, but his situation different. They was setting him up. Like he can explain it better than me. That's a hell of a situation. That's a hell of a situation, bro. What body wasn't connected to? Nah, the bodies wasn't connected to the CCE. I missed somebody say something. You had A, B as well, didn't you? E, if I'm not mistaken, you got locked up. Yeah, but I ain't get charged with no 848. I just got charged with a regular M1 out of a local DC crime, but we prosecuted by the U.S. Attorney, so we still sentenced to the custody of the United States Attorney General. Janet Reno was the Attorney General when I went to jail. Eric Holder was the U.S. Attorney. What race am I? I ain't answering no dumbass shit like that, bro. I mean, I ain't encouraging nobody to treat Freeway like a rat. So like I'm gonna just leave that alone. You say Cuff was dealing with Tammy for years. Don't forget that. I get it. I get what you're saying, but why you saying that you making like a side point? Yeah, like I don't even know how to answer. What race am I? I know I'm light skinned, but my nose kind of, my lips kind of, my hair kind of. You know what I'm saying? My last name Williams. How do you support on here? You can send a super chat if you want to support the chat. Comfortable as how he get 27 for killing federal informants, bro. He didn't get 27 for straight up killing a federal informant, bro. Go read, bro. Even if you read the press release, just go read, bro. I can't answer that every single day, bro. It don't work like that. Katie said, I don't think Freeway around. Okay. I told you Freeway situation a little different. Somebody said they think he uptown Mexican. I ain't got no problem with them thinking that. Lamont, that's how I feel. What you mean all that time? There's only one conversation of them being in the car together, and you act like they was riding around every day in the car. You can't think that. I was just sitting there thinking about it. You can't think he was riding around in that man's car every day. Oh, the phone already charged. It just ain't on. All right, so let me see if I can do that. Try to cut this joint on. See if I can use the hotspot. But I'm gonna go ahead and ride out. Tammy's husband was in the mix. I think could have been.